Harbaugh now heads to the Los Angeles Chargers.
He wins everywhere. He wins, period.
Justin Herbert, he's a crown jewel.
Well, you guys better enjoy this.
Quick snap, Herbert to throw. Has a man, touchdown!
The fans loved it.
You have to love what you're seeing on tape if you're a Chargers fan, especially for the future with Justin.
Herbert on the move and throws and touchdown.
I was just trying to show off.
We're going to be known as world champions. And we're going to do it or die trying. Don't let the powder blues fool you.
Who's got it better tonight?
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Charger Chat. I'm your co-host, Wool Dog, sitting with my buddy, Kev Huggin-Duggan.
Just the two of us.
This makes it look like I've got a little nubby
if we
heart.
try, just the two
I've got
of us.
take my strong hand. Oh, folks. Well, we are back in St. Louis, which means Kevin and I are recording together, and that means we pushed Kyle over a cliff. I'm kidding. Kyle couldn't be with us this evening, unfortunately. He had some bigger fish to fry, so it's just me and the Hugster here.
You're stuck with us.
We're gonna get through this together. We've got
the Hugster. I like that.
we've got a pretty light episode. I won't lie to you, folks. We've got some stuff to talk about, and we've got an Ask Bolt fam lined up for you. But that's about it. So it's gonna be quick and easy. We're gonna have some fun though, for sure. Starting off at the top here, we got to talk about this guy because we mentioned him before. Our good friend James Ebo was going in for a heart transplant.
That's still crazy to say.
It's
that we have a friend that had a heart transplant.
I mean, short of a head transplant, like there's no bigger surgery.
The only thing you could do bigger.
And so happy to say that he got through it and he's recovering well. We've been messaging with him and
he's walking around.
Yeah, he's posting
kicking
videos
ass.
of him on Twitter walking around and just killing it. James, we're so happy to hear that.
Proud
and
of you,
we're so
man.
thankful that you're recovering so quickly. And yeah, he said a week after his heart transplant, and I look better. Breathing is better with no pain. I still have some tubes running through my chest and stomach, but overall, I'm progressing better than expected. The doctors are happy with my progress, so we'll continue the work. So happy to hear that.
I love
dude.
it, man. Keep grinding.
Keep doing it, buddy. We're cheering for you. And then today was
This was nice.
media day, folks. The new promos were being filmed, and they set the bar the previous year, and then they just go up one more.
Yeah.
And they go up one more the next year.
This
and one more
LED
the next
video
year.
wall they're doing is
There's
awesome.
no downgrade in their promos. Like,
What are
it
you gonna
just
do?
keeps going up.
What are you not going to kick ass? You have Harbaugh. You got to kick
The
ass.
storm is here, folks. For those that haven't seen it, I saw a video of Khalil Mack.
Oh yeah, it looks like
this giant hurricane going behind him and stuff. And
that's going to make the game, like going to the game, so much fun.
Yes.
It looks so cool.
I remember when we went to the game last year and watching that like promo or I guess hype starting of the game.
Yeah.
Which was awesome. I thought they did a really good job. This like drone shot flying through LA and then coming up over SoFi. I was like, oh, I love that.
Yeah, it's rad.
So I'm excited to see what this year's is going to end up looking like, because that was so good. I'm excited to see this next one, and it's looking great. All the rookies getting their photos taken. It's like photo day 2 for school. Everybody's looking nice and clean.
Yeah.
Do a nice one for grandma.
The whites look good. The
The whites are always so fresh and so clean. What also happened today, thankfully, always a blessing when news happens before we record. Chargers signed the draft's number 5 overall selection, Joe Alt, baby. 4-year deal, $33.2 million deal that includes a signing bonus of $20.9 million.
That's just a huge chunk. Here you go. There it is.
Yeah,
Right off of
just take this. Just take it.
Well, and it's cool because he is now in, the starting rotation at right tackle.
Mm-hmm.
That's all the rotation, all the in and out of him stepping back into the second team.
Yes.
That's all gone now. He is now a first team right tackle, and I'm very excited about that.
Yes, very excited. Just glad that the ink has been put to paper. I can't remember. I meant to look up before we recorded. McConkey, I don't think has signed his
He's
contract.
the only one remaining.
He's the only one. Everybody else has already signed their contract. So
I'm not worried about it.
I'm not worried about it either. I love seeing the first rounders getting that deal done. It's not a question. It's just done.
Yeah.
And it looks like Sean Merriman also was over there for the media day for all the photos and stuff. I saw a picture with him with Quentin Johnston, but I also saw a picture of him with Joe Alt.
Joe Alt's a monster.
Joe Alt's a solid head above Sean
That's
Merriman.
crazy.
He's so tall, so big, and looks like an absolute stud. So happy to have him on the team.
And Sean was like in his post, so glad I'm retired because ain't no way.
Yeah. Can you imagine trying to get your hands up on that giant mountain and
No.
just feel like a kid?
His arms are too long, dude. There's just no getting around him.
Yeah. But, and then also our buddy Alex Insdorf tweeted out Chargers wide receivers coach Sanjay Lal on Quentin Johnston's potential. Said, first thing, I don't look back. I don't know the circumstances. Looking forward, he moves as well as any receiver I've seen. Approach each nuance of every route, master each technique, and see where we fall.
I think he's going to make Sanjay Lal is going to make a big difference for him.
Yeah.
I think that he's definitely going to get him ready and work on just the details. It's like all these players are talking about.
That's been their big thing. Yeah.
And evaluating it and really working on the details and getting them right. So I still have a lot of confidence in Quentin this year.
Which is really interesting when you think about like how much they talk about, like it's focusing on the details. It's like, were you not focusing on the details prior? Was it just like
different details?
Broad strokes, baby? We're just going to do broad strokes and pray for the best.
Yeah.
Huge difference. But yeah, great that, words of praise from the wide receivers coach. And then Chris Rim tweeted out Joshua Palmer on the biggest difference with the new coaching staff. I'd say the biggest difference is there's a large emphasis on the details, extreme emphasis on the details, more than any team I've been a part of from college to high school to anything.
It's kind of cool. We had for Patreon this week, we did a little highlight reel of the OTAs. And
dude, people love that.
Quote makes the video.
Mm-hmm.
It's so hard. It's so hard.
Yeah. It's everything. I mean, they have to improve off of last season. They have to get better. And that's not just because of the hiring of Harbaugh. It's because of everything else. And if they're so focused now on the details of things and putting an emphasis on it, like that is going to be, that's the difference maker. And I mean, we've seen it in these OTA practices and that hype video that you posted. It's just all like everybody just seems to be putting a little bit more effort into it. Yeah. And this isn't just a summer camp for big boys playing football. We got some new stuff to learn, and we need to practice like we're professionals, because you're professionals.
Well, we don't want to say that they weren't doing it last year. I just think that there's a different
it just feels different.
There's a different emphasis. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm excited, and it's such a different coaching staff.
Yeah.
That we have no idea what this is going to be, but it already feels good.
It does. And then the other bit of news that happened, we kind of saw this coming, or we at least knew that this was going to happen. The Chargers officially released Corey Linsley, and in doing so, he also retired.
Yeah, sad.
It is sad. I mean, obviously, the guy was stellar. I mean, the tweet that I saw floating around was legendary Corey Linsley finished his career not allowing a sack in 1,572 consecutive pass block snaps.
That's crazy.
The last sack Linsley gave up was in 2020, which is the longest active streak in the NFL. Congratulations on a hell of a career, Corey.
And you could tell when he went down last year how different our offensive line was.
It was huge.
So
he was an anchor.
Hopefully Bozeman, and we can get something going with that, because this isn't replaceable. Let's be honest. This level of play isn't replaceable. So good luck, Corey, and everything you're doing. Thank you for the couple years we had with you. It was a great time. Absolutely. Wish him nothing but the best. I mean, him and his wife had a huge impact on the community as well. Yeah. And yeah, Godspeed, Mr. Linsley. And you folks can Godspeed yourself over to our Patreon, patreon.com/ChargerChat. Check out all the fun, silly videos we got. We've even got some hype videos. Like I said, we just posted that and people have been eating that up. We love it. We're so thankful that you guys are enjoying it. And we also, as we always do, like to shout out our newest Patreon members, and that is Heather Papour. Welcome to the party. Papour? Wow. Welcome to the party. Thank you, Heather, for coming by and joining. We really appreciated it. But if you don't want to go to patreon.com/ChargerChat, it's totally fine. You can go on over to our regular website, chargerchat.com. Check out all the cool stuff we got over there, like t-shirts, hoodies, and stickers. You can chat it up with other Charger Chatteteers in the members section and ask questions and Ask Boltfam. So go check out chargerchat.com. All right, folks. Well, it's a bit of a light episode. I wasn't lying. We don't have any. Yeah, it's airy. We don't have any other extra segments for you this week. We are going straight to the finish line. It's time for Ask Boltfam. Let's go.
Time to put your money where your mouth is.
guys?
Don't jam a thumb up his butthole, that's what you do. I wet myself in excitement.
Tulsa hungry.
Your thoughts are like totally appreciated.
Catch you later, dude.
They love you, boy.
That's right, folks. Time for Ask Bolt Fam, and we start at the top with the K-Man. Who asked the question? After the mandatory minicamp is over this coming Friday, the players have about 1.5 months off until training camp. Do most continue daily workouts and then do fun stuff with the families? Or do they tend to live at the local gym to stay in peak shape?
I think you got guys that are definitely not just like
It's a
kicking it
healthy
on the.
mix,
I don't know.
yeah.
I don't think there's anybody just going and sitting on the beach and taking a break. Like all the work you've done the last 6 weeks of OTAs or however long it's been.
Yeah.
you have to do something to maintain. You rest
That's
your body,
true.
but you got to maintain.
That's true. Yeah.
So
If you've got like special occasions, if you got an anniversary or a birthday in there,
Yeah.
just
Well,
do what you got to do. But
you saw Rashawn Slater on his honeymoon this time when he
That's
was a rookie. He
true,
was
right.
doing like
He was
sets.
doing
He's doing
the moves.
offensive line sets.
that's true.
So they're doing something. It's not at the extreme level that it is now, but I'm sure Herbert has some things for them to do.
Yeah. He's got some homework for them to take
Yeah,
home.
100%. Summer school homework.
Yeah. So that's what we think. We honestly don't know. We could be wrong, but I have a feeling they're going to be
They're peak athletes. They got it. They're
right.
they're-
And they've got
it's not
Harbaugh
like
now
us.
as the coach.
Look
Yeah,
at this. When we were like vacation, we don't do anything.
that's true.
We'll gain 10, 15 pounds.
Whoa. Speak for
I'm
yourself.
just saying, could happen.
It could
It has happened in the past. These guys
That's true.
aren't doing donuts and stuff in their face every day.
Ah, what a life. But there you go. The K-Man. Thank you, buddy, for asking the question. Let's move it on now to Big Red Bolts fan, who asked the question. Is it now official and is it sad? We say farewell to the all-pro center we had. His 1,572 straight sackless snaps were no mere fad. Dang that faulty ticker and our dear sweet giant lad. My question this week, if I may ask, who do you feel is best suited to the task of snapping the ball to our hero without a mask? And whom is most likely to help us raise our victory flask? K love you bye, and do you know what? The Raiders can suck my butt.
Nice. Suck my butt, dude. It's here. It's here.
Is that
it's
our
alive
next
and well.
like sticker?
Suck my butt.
Our
Chargers
t-shirt?
guy. Yeah. If you want to suck my butt shirt, let us know.
Yeah, hey, if you want to come up with a suck my butt design,
We got to keep it. If you can make
yeah,
it PG,
keep it friendly, but
Yeah.
I want to be able to wear this to Disneyland.
Yeah. Suck my butt.
But to answer your question, we got Bozeman to be the center, and
That's what we have right now.
that's what we have. And we were all also kind of anticipating Chargers drafting a center at some point in this draft, and they
Didn't
didn't. So it makes me wonder then if they have a guy in mind for next draft that they're like, yeah, besides these guys, there's another center that could be coming up that they've really got their eye on.
I think they're just really all in on Bozeman.
You think so?
I think they are. I think
Really?
that's what it is. I think he's there. That's him. There hasn't been much rotation for him as the starting center
Right.
at practice. So there's backup guys that can do it, but he honestly didn't have a great year last year in Carolina.
Right, yeah.
So let's hope that he can.
But I mean, who did?
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. So we need him to keep our Justin safe.
100%.
Will he do at the level that Corey Linsley did?
Right.
I'm gonna go with no, but it could be nice. It could be nice.
I wonder what his sackless streak is
Maybe
compared to
a couple games.
couple-
I think it is a couple games. But we have full confidence in you.
Absolutely. Listen, if the coaching staff has confidence in this guy, if they hired this guy, then he gets. I support him 100%, and I'm excited to see what he does with the rest of this offensive line. Like when you've got the guards that we have and the starting tackles now, those first round tackles that we have on either side of Slater and Alt.
It's a monster offensive line.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see what these guys can do. So we'll find out as the season goes on. But Big Red Bolts fan, thank you, buddy, for asking the question. Let's move it on now to BTFU Chargers guy, baby, who asked the question.
Yo, it's me again, baby. My Chargers homies. What's up? My question is, will they run the ball more Will they use 2 back sets? Is always bolt the up and always, most definitely, the Raider and the Chiefs, baby. Can't love you. Bye, baby.
Well, welcome back.
Yes, welcome back. Glad to have you back. And as I'm reading that, I'm wondering if you're wanting the Dick Vitale treatment. Baby. I usually save that for a Thayer, but if you want that treatment, BTFU Chargers guy, baby, just let me know.
Just say.
I'm here to please.
But I think there's going to be a lot of 2 running back sets.
I was curious about that because we've all been talking about the team running the ball more.
Yeah.
But 2 back sets, that's an interesting
count
wrinkle.
it as a fullback. So
right, yeah.
I think there's going to be a good amount of fullback in there. And I think it's going to be an exciting way to watch football because we haven't done that in forever. And I want to run the ball. So Justin Herbert isn't always asked to be a superhero.
Yeah. Looking back at previous seasons, I think I saw the stat that like the last 1,000-yard running back was Melvin Gordon. I don't think Eckler ever had a 1,000-yard rushing season. He certainly got it in the all-purpose yards category, in the receiving category. But
we need a 1,000-yard rusher.
Yeah, man, a 1,000-yard rusher would be a nice change of pace.
That's how you wear people down in the fourth quarter, man.
Right.
Like we just never had that. Eckler was great, but he wasn't a big back that could grind you down. We have that now.
That wasn't his forte, but now we've got both running backs from Baltimore
Gus and Dobbins,
who do like to run. They're big runners, and
Gus Bus.
They showed
Gus Bus for a reason.
That's right. Beep beep. And they showed the video of Dobbins also working out, and he was working out with this trainer and just totally blew him
jacks
up.
him up. Yeah, he's a monster. He's an absolute monster.
I'm really hoping for a redemption arc for that guy too. Really looking forward to that. So there you go, BTFU Chargers guy, baby. Thank you for asking the question. Let's move it on now to Jacobo, who asked the question.
It's Sunday, January 15th, 2023, the day after the Jaguars game collapse. Dean fires Staley and Telesco. Then Dean hires the same regime he hired this year, Harbaugh and friends. What would have been our 2023 record? I think we would still win against Minnesota, Las Vegas, Chicago, the Jets, and New England, plus more, but that's just me. What do you guys think? Also, assume our current 2024 roster for this hypothetical land question. K-love you bye, and you guys are the opposite of sucking butt.
Thanks, Jacobo.
Hey, thanks.
That means a lot.
Strong
Might be
words.
the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me.
It could be.
You're the opposite of butt sucking.
Yeah, we'll have to check the record, but it's up there.
Yeah, I'll take it.
10.
I'll take it all day.
But yeah, the idea of pulling the plug on Staley, hiring Harbaugh last season, and then also miraculously having the 2024 roster for this season.
Well, it's easy because I think they would do what we are going to do this year. We're going to be an 11 or 12 win team.
Yeah,
I think that's a minimum. The floor. So I think that'd be the case still. It's an interesting question, but I don't know if we definitely have a bit of an easier record. An easier opponents this year.
Yeah, this lineup for this year we've got one of the more easier schedules as far as how they performed last year. So it's tough to look at like what the schedule was last year and really like totally break it down.
Well,
but like
a lot of Tennessee, like a lot of these one possession games. I think if you go back and look at the schedule and look at what we did last year, if there was a one possession game that we lost, flip that into the win column.
Right.
I think that's the difference between a Harbaugh and a Staley team.
Right. And really the biggest issue with last year was Herbert hurting his hands, man. Like that was huge. And so now that you've got an offensive line that is there to protect him and give him time and not put him in those kind of situations.
Sure.
That could be all the difference maker that you could have needed to turn this team into a playoff contender, at least for last year. And then throw in the additional seasoned coaching staff that we have that is going to really turn this team around, man. I got to do it.
It was so cool. There was a video that just came out where it was Harbaugh talking about Justin, and is an interesting way to look at it.
Another legend off.
Yeah, he basically said that it was when he looks at quarterbacks, he compares if he was playing quarterbacks against that person.
Yes,
how would that be? And he said Colin Kaepernick, he wanted him because that he'd be a problem for him. He saw something in his game, and he was gushing over, unlike any gushing I've ever seen for Justin Herbert,
right?
In this quote,
yeah.
But he's basically like, I would take any gene in his body.
Mm-hmm.
I would I'll take it all.
I'll take it all.
There's not one thing I in my prime was better than him at.
And also pointing out, as we've all pointed out before, that like he's gone through 3 different systems.
Yeah.
Like, and he's now learning this one so quickly and so much better than everybody else. And listen,
so better.
It's late. And the conditioning and just praising him so hard and showing how, and also discussing like his humility.
Yeah.
Like how he just doesn't want like the spotlight at all. It's all about winning it for the team. It's a team effort situation. That matchup now with Justin and Harbaugh, I feel like it's just going to be the most harmonious thing we could have ever asked for.
And the other thing is Greg Roman. He said that, out of everyone on this, even above the staff, Justin understands this offense better than the staff.
Yeah.
And the person that he's comparable understanding this with is Greg Roman, the offensive coordinator who installed this. This is his baby. So
what more could you ask for?
You can't.
Yeah.
You can't ask for more than that. Like he's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
And he's been awesome. He just hasn't had the supporting team around him to get anything done. He's always been good. Watch what happens.
Yeah.
Watch what happens.
Watch.
Suck my butt.
Okay. Jacobo, thank you, buddy, for asking the question. Let's move it on now to Manuelito Pedito, who asked the question.
I would kick a motherfucking loudmouth Raider fan right in the ass. Now I could kick him in the mouth to shut him up, but then he would be leaving my boots smelling like shit. Sup, party people? Besides our division, which logo out of the rest of the NFL you think is the ugliest? Me personally, I can't stand the Rams. To me, it looks like the letter A is giving the letter L a reach around. Okay, guys, mucha love, mucha hugs. Pedito out.
Well, by default, the Browns don't have a logo, so they have the worst helmet in the NFL.
That's true.
They
it's not even a brown helmet.
They put the brownie thing on it a couple times.
Yes,
that is the worst logo you could put on a football.
That's a pretty rough one.
I'd say the Browns just because there is not a logo.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of all the logos floating around.
There's
right
a couple
now.
that I really like. Like I like the Bills helmets. I think those are cool.
Bills are good.
I like the Bengals helmets. I think those. I've always liked the Bengals helmets.
Yeah,
those are cool. But the Chargers helmets are the best.
I would have to agree. I'd have to agree with the Rams, but the one with the Rams that I'm still flummoxed by is that one logo of like the actual ram head that immediately when it came out, everybody pointed out how it looks like a dick.
That's right. I forgot
like
about
on
that.
the ram, like it's got the ball and it's on his face. And it's like, and even after pointing it out, they've still been like,
we're doubling,
using it.
We're doubling down.
Yeah. They're like, you know what? Now it's on the 50-yard line. Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
We're going to make it bigger.
Hats off to you for sticking with it, but there's a dick on that Ram's face. I mean,
we needed at least 3 times this size.
Make it bigger.
What is this? A helmet for ants?
Yeah. So I 100% agree with you, Manuelito Pedito. Thank you, buddy, for asking the question. Let's move it on now to DJ Jones,
Ricka.
who asked the question.
Howdy, y'all. Imagine this. It's a Bolts home game. As you arrive to your seat, there's a rally/thunder towel waiting to be waved with AC/DC Thunderstruck playing as the team runs out, creating a playoff feel every home game. What say you? How would y'all enhance game day experience?
I truly love being in the room with you when you're doing the voices. It is a different experience. It made me laugh. That doesn't usually make me laugh, but it kind of vibrated me with that one. Yeah, so good question.
It's so close to the Pittsburgh one that it's like you want to come up with something different.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't say no to a towel. I mean, the waving towels in the stands, just the look of that, always a goosebumpy experience. But as far as like what we could do,
have you ever seen Braveheart? Have you?
No, we're not all going to wear kilts and we're not all going to moon them at the same time.
I'm just saying, lightning bolts out there, ours. He did say lightning bolts.
He did. I would go with, and I don't know, maybe there might be a restriction on this as far as like distractions from fans, but I would go with those thunder sticks.
Those are intense.
Like a whole, like, can you imagine like when the defense comes up and everybody's in the stand is slapping
like
those? That would be,
because it's like, it's fun. You could get a kid involved. The kid doesn't need to get crazy loud. The kid, I've seen my kids.
oh yeah, they'd go to
they'd
town.
be doing that all game long. I'd be like, dude, we're on offense. Stop. Calm down.
Stop.
Calm down.
Justin Herbert can't think.
Yeah, give him a break. I remember in the World Cup, like maybe it was a while ago, but they had these things where they spun and it was like the whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh
whoa.
shit! Yeah,
that?
yeah.
That was annoying as hell.
Oh yeah.
Something real
Oh
annoying.
yeah, some vuvuzelas maybe.
Yeah,
throw
let's
those
go.
in the stands too.
Let's
Just
go.
any noise maker we could make. I mean, I love the towels. That's a visual awesomeness, but maybe some noise makers of some kind.
Instead of a rally towel, you sit down. Harmonica.
Rally kazoo.
Rally kazoo. Rally kazoo.
But we're open to ideas there, DJ Jones, and I'm on board for all of it.
But enhancing game day experience.
Are you saying a kazoo wouldn't enhance the game day experience?
It would. I don't know how to enhance it. I love it. The only thing you could do is really not let other fans into the building. That would be the best way to enhance.
That'd be the best experience.
That would
Get
be
on
great.
that, Chargers.
Just everyone that loves each other and there's no rivalry. Like that would be the best way to do football.
Yeah. No, I mean, and yeah, I know you're kidding, but at the same time, like to sell out these games and get more Charger fans in the stands, man.
We should look at this more of like a country club.
Really?
It's selective.
Only.
It's very selective. You can't just get in with another team.
The grounds are full.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You got to tuck your shirt, tuck your jersey in.
Yeah, there's a dress code.
Yeah, dress code.
But there you go. DJ Jones, thank you for asking the question. Let's move it on now to Tony Francis, who asked that question.
Listen up, Chatterteers. This has got to be one of the most boring weeks in the NFL offseason. I agree with you there, Tony. I haven't seen this little action since my prom night in high school. This was the equivalent of getting football blue balls that shoot directly past your scrotum and straight to the breadbasket. My first question is directed at Kev. What in the actual are we going to do about the Chargers home opener against the Rate Turds to get everyone's attention? Should we streak the field screaming at the ref to suck our butt? Send me some ideas, maggot. My second question is directed at you, Wool Dog. What should we do when we first lock eyes at Thunder Alley? Finger pistols, high five, hug. Don't even think about giving me those weak-ass one-arm hugs. I want a big f***ing bro hug with both arms. Also, Kev, and I may need your help as a decoy while we streak the field. Can you handle that, cadet? And my final question is to you, Coach Kyle, and as a three-part question. 1, in your honest opinion, do you think Justin Herbert makes the AFC Pro Bowl this year as a starter? 2, does Harbaugh win Coach of the Year? And 3, do we make the AFC Championship game and knock the Chiefs out of the playoffs? Let's f***ing go, cadets. And as always, suck my butt.
It's got a life of its own.
It is. It's out of our control at this point.
We've lost control of this thing. It's out of the box.
Oh, Tony, love this. All right. First question to you, Kevin. What are you going to do to get everyone's attention for the Chargers home opener?
We just need to get home field advantage. We need to get loud. It's always with Raider games. It's always like a 50-50, 60-40 in favor of them mix is usually what it is.
Yeah.
We're not going to take over the stadium, but if we can go 70-30,
nice turnout.
I want that. I want to be able to walk into the stadium and look around and see powder blue all over the place and not a lot of black and silver. So
please.
That's what I think we need to do week 1. And I think it's very possible with you see how they're promoting Harbaugh. He's on billboards all over LA now.
I love it.
It's a different thing. There's a different excitement. It's just a different season, and who knows what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So, but I think it would be cool if like there was if we had like the people that gather jerseys at like thrift stores and stuff. We get like a box, and as you're walking in, if you don't have one and you can answer a Charger question, we'll toss you a jersey.
Careful. I don't know if we have that in the budget.
Powder blue it. We need a donation. This is a
maybe some powder
situation.
Blue spray paint.
Yeah, we just hand out jerseys.
Oh, you don't have a jersey?
Take your shirt off, spray them powder blue. It's an idea.
I like it. And yeah, I'm always down for a big bro hug. Don't threaten me with a good. Yeah, we could do it all, Tony. We could start with the finger guns.
then we can do the high five, and then we can hug it out.
You can't miss the Top Gun high five where you go boom,
Boom,
under.
boom, yes.
If you see me, I'll hug you, but give me a Top Gun high five. Bam,
Boom,
bam.
boom.
It's very satisfying.
Yes.
And it's gonna be different hugging Wool Dog this season because he has dropped a considerable amount of weight.
You can't see it
and
below
looks-
here, but the tummy has gotten smaller.
He looks
thankfully.
phenomenal.
Thank you so much.
Looks phenomenal.
You didn't have to do that.
I did.
No.
Because you look phenomenal. Special boy.
And then obviously Coach Kyle's not here, but I think we can tag team this
loser.
one.
Yeah.
So
One. Yes.
Herbert making the AFC Pro
True.
Bowl.
Fact.
Yeah, as a starter. Listen, there's no reason why he shouldn't, especially under this regime, this offense.
He's going to do it.
Yeah.
He's not going to have the crazy amount of yards that he did, but it's going to be comparable. They're not going to not let him throw the ball.
No, if anything, his throws should be more eye-catching. There should be some deep bombs that we see this year, which we've missed, I feel like, the past couple of years. I mean, ever since that Jalen Guyton bomb against the Giants.
Yeah.
That was such a big one. And even in his first year, I mean, with T. Billy, like there was he was catching some deep bombs too.
We have more speed on this wide receiving this roster now. It is very different than what it was last year. Last year we did not have a lot of speed.
Yeah.
And we do now.
Yeah.
So,
I'm expecting some big deep throws this year.
When you have to step down and start loading the box to stop the run, that's what's going to happen.
Right.
It's just what's going to happen. I think he's going to have an insane completion percentage. And it's just going to be like, wow, how is he doing it every week?
Right. And I mean, the reason why I point out the big deep bombs is that, Pro Bowl is voted on by the public. So if you've got a lot more plays that are in those like top 10 ESPN type situations and everybody's seeing how good Justin Herbert is, absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Harbaugh winning coach of the year.
Done.
Definitely.
Done.
That's,
he's already won for me. It's already over.
He's a winner in our books.
Yeah, done. Give it to him.
And do we make the AFC Championship game and knock out the Chiefs in the playoffs?
I don't know if you heard Athir Kadir last week, but he knows what he's doing, and I believe in him.
Yes.
And we are going to beat them. We're going to take the AFC West, and we're going to get to the championship.
I'm loving that. I'm loving that.
Loving it.
So there you go. Tony Francis, buddy. Thank you for asking the question. Let's move on now to Friar Bolt, who asked the question.
Hello, fellas. I'm super excited for the season and can't wait for our first game against the Rat Turds. What's one thing that you can't wait to see in a game or possibly pregame? Mine is when Harbaugh does the first shoulder pad smack with Herbert on the sideline.
I can't wait to see all my friends in Thunder Alley. Oh. I'm telling you, man. I miss all my friends, and we're awesome together. We make each other better. We have a great time. The food's amazing. The laughs are amazing. Everything is amazing about Thunder Alley. So that's step one.
Yeah.
Step two, definitely him getting Justin Herbert fired up.
I know.
I just don't
Anybody
know.
fired up.
Is Justin,
he can fire up Cameron Dicker, and I'd still be excited for that.
The question about the hitting the pads, is that a Justin Herbert thing that helps get him fired up?
Is that what unlocks his potential? Is that what levels him up?
Or they don't do it, and because it's not what gets him. Our coach is so observant and giving the players exactly what they need. Maybe that rah, bam, bam, bam isn't what Justin needs. But I hope he does it.
I don't know. I would be curious to see if that does happen, because I don't know. As soon as you said that, there was a little in my brain. I just went, has everybody just given this guy like tough love and like not
just
giving him like regular like
give him a hug.
Rile up love? Like,
yeah,
I think that could be something.
Or just punches him in the head.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a cold cocky really. That's what he needs. Yeah.
In the face.
Breaks his hand. Coach Harbaugh breaks his hand every week. He loves Justin so much.
He's just in an arm sling every game.
He's just like, oh,
hit him too hard.
Come here, Justin. Bam. Ow, shit.
He's got that double arm cast. Yeah, boy. What I'm looking forward to seeing. I am looking forward to seeing a much more vocal coach, because I know the cameras are going to be on Harbaugh.
Less yoga
all the time. Yeah, way less yoga.
Way less yoga.
But I'm excited to see the rookies. It's funny, since we started doing this podcast, I am way more excited for a pregame. I'm so much more excited to see the pregame, not just because it's like, yay, football. I just want to see the rookies, and I just want to see what they can do.
Sure. I want to see what this coaching staff is.
Yes.
I want to see what the offense and defense looks like because we have no idea.
Yeah. No, I I can't wait to see that and just everything. I want to see it all come together every time, every offseason now. There's so much talk about what these guys can do, where they're going to be, what's going to happen. And then you get to finally see that come together on the field. Yeah. And God, it's going to be a beautiful thing. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be so good. Friarbolt, buddy, thank you for asking the question. And we go out of Ask Boltfam. I know time is flying. We go out of Ask Boltfam with Athir Kadir. Kadir.
Nice.
Who asked a question? Chat. I love you all, my boys. First, I want to thank you so much for Fan Focus, baby. Greatly appreciated it. And it was an honor, Kevin, my baby, for making it happen. My dear love Bulldog for the hard work put in together. And I will not forget my lovely Coach Kyle, baby. I cannot wait to do it again after the Super Bowl, baby. Coach Kyle, you are very true about Super Bowl MVP winners. Kevin needs to learn, LOL. Now to my question, please. What is most likely to happen, baby? Wide receiver Ladd and Palmer to finish top 5 dual wide receiver, or Gus and Dobbins top 5 running back duo in the NFL, baby? From my list, Coach Kyle, the honor you first, followed by Wolldog Kevin, my baby, last, because I'm really interested to see who you pick. The Raiders. Harbaugh will spank the ass in week 1, baby. Let's go, baby.
They're with the Heat.
Always.
As usual.
Always with the Heat. And I like this question.
Yeah.
Who's gonna be top 5 duo in the NFL? Is it going to be the running backs or is it going to be the wide receivers?
I want a cop-out answer, then I'll give you my real answer. Cop-out answers, I think you could probably have both. But I think
that would be wild.
I think the Edwards Dobbins is the most likely.
Yeah, boy. I mean,
just the way we want to run the ball this year, the way that's set up is if they stay healthy, that's going to be a problem for a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, getting the 2 running backs from Baltimore, getting the previous offensive coordinator from Baltimore, and basically instilling the same style of offense that they're looking to play with those running backs and how effective they could be in Baltimore. I mean, granted, Dobbins had the injury, but with Edwards having the season that he had last year and getting the yardage that he got,
they did it. They did this before. This isn't new. They did this in Baltimore. And I think the thing with the wide receivers is that there's so many of them.
Yeah, there's a lot of targets.
And I think this is going to be a very interesting year. I think you're going to have a lot of receivers with a lot of yardage.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be one like a Keenan Allen year where you have the go-to Keenan and Mike. It's going to be spread out like crazy.
Yeah.
So it's hard to say that duo is going to be the duo. I think the running back duo, if they stay healthy, is going to be a problem.
I agree.
In such a great way.
100%. Yeah. I think the running backs are going to be the one to take that honor, Kadir. But thank you, Athir, for asking the question. And thank you, everybody, for asking a question and Ask Boltfam. Boy, this might be the shortest episode we've done in a long time.
Sorry for that if you were hoping for a
if you enjoy the 2-hour episodes, we're really sorry. And if you don't enjoy the 2-hour episodes,
you're welcome.
You're welcome. So
we'll be back to a full schedule next week.
We absolutely will. But that's going to do it for us here at Charger Chat. Any final thoughts, Kevin?
No.
Okay.
I'm feeling good.
Okay.
How are you feeling?
I'm trying to like stretch Taffy now, being like, let's do another 45 about your
Let's push this. Let's push this.
No. All right. That's going to do it for us here at Charger Chat, folks. Don't forget to bolt up because we're ready for any squad, any place.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Can love you. Bye.
Bye.
And now, a word from our sponsors. Tired of feeling stuck? Wish you didn't suck so much butt? At Don't Suck Butt, we've got your back. Our expert coaches will arm you with the tools and mindset needed to not suck butt in every aspect of life. Whether it's career, relationships, or personal growth, we're here to help you stop sucking so much butt. Don't settle for less. Join Don't Suck Butt today.
Warning works for everybody except for Broncos, Raiders, and Chiefs fans.